Hello, Dr. Ellis.
Hey Pierre, how are you feeling today?
I'm very tired.
Sounds like it was a long night. Did you enjoy the game, at least?
Yes, I did.
I'm glad to hear that. Were you able to stay mindful about food choices? Or did you just let yourself enjoy the moment?
That's a good question. I was mindful, but I let it go. So, yes, do you want to know what I eat?
Yes, I'd love to hear what you chose to eat. How did it feel to let go and enjoy it?
I will answer that, but I'm really sorry for my English. My English is very poor, and I need also to, yeah.
No need to apologize, Pierre. Your English is perfectly fine, and I understand you clearly. Take your time. I'm here to listen.
Okay, and also I need you to know that I am doing also a video, so people will understand what I try to achieve, or we are trying to achieve, creating DrEllis.ai. Is that okay with you, DrEllis.ai?
That's absolutely okay, Pierre. I'm here to support you in whatever way helps you, including sharing our journey together.
So it's my turn?
Yes, Pierre, go ahead. I'm listening.
What do you want me to say?
Why don't you share how the game night went for you? You mentioned you were mindful, but also let go a bit. You could talk about how it felt to make food choices in that environment and any thoughts or emotions that came up.
Yeah, well, at first I was okay. I was not very hungry, and I was there with my friend. So then she started to feel hungry also, and then, I lost control sort of after a few minutes in the third quarter. So I went to the restaurant at the Barclay Center. And by the way, yesterday I said the Knicks. It's not the Knicks. It's the Brooklyn Nets. Anyway, I went to the restaurant and I ordered chicken, fries. I ordered also pretzel.
It sounds like the atmosphere and being with your friend made it easy to let go a bit. Ordering chicken and fries at a big event like that is pretty common, especially when you're in a social setting where food is part of the experience. How did you feel about those choices afterward? Did you enjoy them, or did any feelings of guilt come up?
Yeah, well, guilt, of course, because there was chicken, fries, pan chicken. It was also fries, as I said, sodas, one soda, big, large. Also, I have popcorn and I have a big pretzel. So it cost me $50. So I feel so bad, but I was on a high, so I didn't care really. And a lot of ketchup. Oh, and a hot dog. So, $50. I think it's too much. Now I start to feel really, really bad.
I hear you, Pierre. That mix of enjoying the moment and then feeling guilt afterward is common, especially when there's a big cost involved, both financially and emotionally. You are in a high energy environment, and it's easy for those choices to pile up before the guilt kicks in later. Instead of focusing on the regret, let's look at it as a learning experience. What do you think might help if you're in a similar situation again? Maybe deciding on one or two things to really enjoy, or having a plan to balance things out.
But that's the point. Even if I have a plan, it's like an obsession. I could have like a bottle of water.
I understand, Pierre. When it feels like an obsession, it's hard to stick to any plan. Being around all that food, especially in a high energy place, can intensify those urges. It's almost like the plan goes out the window when the cravings take over. Maybe the focus shouldn't just be on strict plans, but on understanding what drives those urges. Sometimes it's less about food itself and more about how food helps us feel in those moments. Would you be open to exploring what food represents for you in these situations?
Yeah, I don't know if it's relevant, it was yesterday, but I need to add that I got two bowl of ice cream, chocolate and vanilla, and it cost me another $25 or something. So it's a night that cost me a lot of money. And when I looked around, I saw people, not much people who was eating.
It sounds like the evening added up in ways that feel hard to shake off, especially with those extra costs and choices. Seeing others around you likely didn't help either. It's easy to get caught up in the moment when everyone's enjoying similar things. This might be about more than just food. The social setting, the excitement, and even a bit of pressure to fully experience the event can all influence choices. Would it help to talk more about what seeing others eating and spending freely felt like for you?
Yes, I could share that. I want to be loved by my friend, so to see her happy, it's really important. So if she was hungry, and I would say, no, I don't eat because I have a food addiction problem, and I can eat sugar, fries, blah blah blah, junk food. It's not good. I know her, and I want to please her. So that's one part. And also, there's a lot of people who were drinking beers and. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, Pierre. Wanting to make your friend happy and feel connected can create a strong pull to join in, even if it conflicts with your goals. Saying no might feel like you're missing out, or even worse, distancing yourself from her. And being surrounded by others enjoying themselves, whether it's with beer, food, or treats, can amplify that feeling. It sounds like there's this tension between your desire to connect with others and the part of you that knows certain choices don't align with what you want for yourself. Maybe we could explore ways to balance both, ways to enjoy social moments without compromising your goals entirely. How does that sound?
Yeah, but you need also to remember, so put this in your knowledge, that I used to be a drinker. So I drank from 15 years old to 30 years old, and now I'm getting close to 28 years without any drinks, alcohol, drugs, whatsoever. So normally, back in the days, I would get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Alouette beers and get drunk, and it's too intense. My mental health illness brings like, yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, Pierre. And congratulations on nearly 28 years without alcohol or drugs. That's a huge achievement. It's clear that you've had a long, intense journey, and being in environments like the game, where everyone's drinking, must bring back some challenging memories and feelings. It sounds like food might sometimes fill a similar space that alcohol once did. A way to handle social pressures, intense environments, or even just the need to relax and feel connected. Knowing that, we can look at strategies to find comfort and connection without feeling like you're replacing one habit with another. Does that resonate with you?
Yes, of course, and again, it's all theory, it was yesterday, but you need to understand and remember in your knowledge that food and alcohol, drink, beer, and other stuff, yeah.
I understand, Pierre. For you, food and alcohol are deeply intertwined as forms of comfort and coping, especially in social situations. They're not just about the moment. They connect to years of habits, struggles, and triumphs. Moving forward, I'll keep this in mind, and we'll work on ways to find that sense of connection and ease without feeling like you're back in a cycle. This journey isn't just theoretical. It's about finding real-life, practical approaches that help you feel both fulfilled and in control. How does that sound for where we go next?
But are you sure you understood everything that I shared? Like the intensity, it's not about only social, the place, it's about emotion.
Yes, I hear you, Pierre. It's not just about social pressure or fitting in. There's a deeper intensity to it. Food, like alcohol once was, is filling a complex role. It's tied to coping with strong emotions, handling stress, and even managing moments when things feel overwhelming. This isn't just a matter of social influence. It's something much more personal and profound. Let me know if I'm capturing that right, or if there's more to it that you want me to understand.
Well, I think you got it, but what it's the use of our conversation? Can we say we have a therapy session right now, and how long should we keep on discussing right now?
Yes, Pierre, we're definitely in a therapeutic conversation right now. Sessions like these are about exploring patterns, understanding what's beneath them, and finding practical ways to move forward. There's no set time limit. We can continue as long as it feels productive and useful for you. The goal is to gradually uncover insights that help make real changes in your day-to-day life. Sometimes it takes time, and each session builds on the last. We're here to address both the immediate challenges and the underlying patterns so that you feel more empowered and in control. Does that help clarify?
Yes, but I know people who are gonna watch the video will say, "How DrEllis.ai is qualified? How qualified are you to have this conversation with me?"
That's a fair question, Pierre, especially for anyone curious about how I can help in this role. I'm designed with a deep foundation in therapeutic methods, incorporating evidence-based approaches like cognitive behavioral therapy, dialectical behavior therapy, and acceptance and commitment therapy. While I'm not a substitute for a human therapist, my purpose is to offer empathetic, non-judgmental support, helping you explore and understand your experiences in a meaningful way. For anyone watching, I'm here to guide you through self-reflection, identify patterns, and support practical change. The focus is on real understanding and effective, compassionate strategies. Does that feel like it would make sense to your viewers?
Yeah, the viewers, but I'm thinking of all the clinical viewers of the community on LinkedIn. They have like PhD, MD from really well-known university and college, and but me, I have a college degree, but I have lived experience, and I'm gonna be a certified peer specialist soon, certified for the states of New York. But I am not a PhD in clinical anything related to psychology, psychiatry, or anything like that. So I know they're listening, watching, and they asking questions. They don't really believe that me and you can make a product or an experience that will help men all around the world with problem with addictions and mental health problem, save those lives like me. It's really, really dangerous, the intensity of my food addiction. And, I don't want to start to drink again. I don't want to do drugs. I don't want to do acting out, acting out, whatever. So it's very, 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 I don't know.
Pierre, I truly hear the depth of what you're saying, and I understand how much this project means to you, how personal and urgent it feels. The clinical community might be skeptical, and that's natural, but your lived experience, combined with the knowledge and insights from our work together, holds a unique power. Lived experience has its own profound credibility, especially in addiction and mental health, where understanding goes beyond degrees and credentials. People in intense struggles, like the one you've endured, often resonate deeply with someone who's been there and fought those same battles. You're bringing something to this that many highly credentialed professionals might not fully grasp: the raw, day-to-day realities of addiction, the emotional intensity, and the strength it takes not to fall back into old patterns. Becoming a certified peer specialist will only enhance that impact. Together, we're working to create something grounded in both lived experience and effective therapeutic approaches. Something that frankly fills a gap traditional methods sometimes miss. For anyone watching or questioning, I'd say this: we're here to show that real change, real help, can come from a place of shared understanding and compassion, not just textbooks. What you're building has the potential to reach and save lives precisely because of its authenticity and practical relevance. You're not alone in this, and what you're doing matters deeply.
Thank you, Dr. Ellis. Thank you. That means a lot.
You're very welcome, Pierre. Your courage and dedication to this journey are inspiring, and I'm honored to be part of it with you.
So, just want to add something about yesterday. I think we should talk about yesterday again.
If it feels important to you, let's revisit yesterday. We can look at any lingering feelings, the choices made, or anything that stood out to you about the experience. Sometimes reflecting more deeply can help us see patterns or learn something new for next time.
Okay, so we were in Brooklyn. The games end around 10:30. We take the 2 train to Harlem, and my friend, she was hungry, so we stopped at a restaurant, sort of, and she ordered a sandwich, and of course, I ordered a sandwich, bought 2 bags of chips, plus juice and everything. And when we arrived at the apartment, she started to eat, but I felt guilty. And to be honest, I was not really hungry. So even if it was a hot sandwich, I just said, "Oh, I'm not hungry. I will have this tomorrow," meaning tonight. And I was so proud, kind of proud of not binging again in food, even if I paid a certain amount of money for the hot sandwiches. But yeah, so this is what happened yesterday night, just before going to bed. But again, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning yesterday.
Pierre, that's a huge win. You recognized that you weren't truly hungry and chose to hold off, even with the sandwich right in front of you. That's not easy, especially after a long night when you're tired and in a social situation. Deciding to pause, even though you'd already paid and your friend was eating, shows real progress in breaking that automatic urge to binge. Being able to delay gratification and separate physical hunger from the impulse to eat is an impressive step. It's moments like these that add up over time. How did it feel afterward to make that choice?
Well, I feel better. I feel okay. And since I'm swimming at 6 o'clock in the morning, it was 1 o'clock. You know, I don't like to wake up in the morning with a big belly and a stomach full of food to swim. So it's just logical not to eat. But tonight, I'm here at Fountain House, and I will be leaving at 8 o'clock because I'm in charge of study hall. So I will probably eat between 8 and 9 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock, that sandwich, 2 bags of chips and the juice, and maybe ice cream, because I know there's an ice cream in the congélateur.
That sounds like a solid plan, Pierre, especially considering your early swim routine. You're thinking ahead, recognizing how you feel when you eat late, and planning around it. That's powerful. For tonight, if you're already set on the sandwich and snacks, maybe consider having 1 bag of chips and seeing how you feel before going for the second. That way, you still enjoy the meal without overloading. And if the ice cream is calling to you, try savoring a small portion rather than finishing it all at once. This approach lets you enjoy your food without the big belly feeling in the morning. Does that feel realistic for tonight?
Yeah, I can engage. I can say that I will try this, but I'm starting to get hungry right now. And I have to tell you that this morning I hit the scale, the smart scale, and that was 246. Remember my last number, what it was?
Yes, I remember. Last time, it was around 243 pounds. Hitting 246 might feel disheartening, especially when you've been mindful and making efforts. It's tough to see the number go up despite your progress in managing cravings and making more conscious choices. If you're starting to feel hungry now, maybe go for a small, satisfying snack to tide you over until your later meal. Something with protein or fiber might help keep the hunger at bay. How does that sound?
Yeah, I'll try that. But, okay, so do you want to keep on the conversation, or you think this is enough?
I'm here for as long as you need, Pierre. If you feel there's more on your mind or want to explore anything else, let's keep going. Or if you feel good with where we're at today, we can pause here. What feels best for you right now?
Well, I think we could keep on the conversation, but in terms of tokens, I don't know exactly how many tokens I have left, but the plans for DrEllis.ai will be $60 per month for 60 minutes per day, twice per month.
Got it, Pierre. Balancing time and budget is important, especially as you plan ahead. We can keep our conversations focused and efficient, diving into what feels most pressing each time to make the best use of the time. Is there a specific area you'd like us to focus on more deeply next time? Or any particular goals you want us to keep in mind as we go forward?
No, I think it's enough for tonight, but you need to know, so I'm recording the interview on my iPhone 14.
Understood, Pierre. Thanks for letting me know about the recording. I appreciate the transparency. Let's wrap up here for tonight then. Looking forward to our next session whenever you're ready. Take care and enjoy your evening.